Hey, it's Game Hydro. We got another video for you about Last Z survival shooter run. We're gonna make a tier list of who the best heroes in the game are and tell you some tips and tricks for how to get the best team going. So let's start off with the tier list. Now, the most games of this type, most of these like Evany type games and Last War survival type of games have major variance as far as which hero is the most effective and which heroes end up on the tier list don't always follow the actual tier list in the game. Last Z survival shooter is not one of them, and I will show you why. Let's take a look at your heroes by the tier. So, or at least the tier given within the game. Now, the tier given within the game is, in fact, S tier. Look at the maximum stats here. Let's see. Maximum hero power, you got 875,000. And at level 150, you've got 13,000 hero attack, 16,000 defense, and troop size 500. That is because Katrina's more of a defensive hero. That's why her defense is higher. Now we're going to go over to Sophia, who is an attacker hero. Same thing, same maximum attack and defense, but they're just switched around. Now, moving on to one of the A tier ones, Ava, maximum hero power here is 370 whatever, or excuse me, 500,000. Now attack power maximum is 7,500, and then 500. And of course it changes depending on if they're attack troops or defense troops. There's an attack troop, there's a defense troop, so you can see what the stats are at their max. But ultimately the statistics are about the same. But you can see the maximum statistics at the same max level and the same star level are less than half, not less than half, slightly more than half of what they are for the S tier orange heroes. Now, okay, so that was the purple heroes, the A tier ones. Now let's go to B tier blue heroes. Maximum stats, way lower. So hero power, 237,450, attack power, and defense in the 2000s. Maximum troops for everybody is not that bad, but that's about the same for literally everybody. Everybody gets 500 troops max. All right, so looking at what factor skills play into this, I guess. Let's take a look at Isabella's skills, because the game made it so that you can't see the skills of those that you don't have yet. So that looks like a passive skill. That's also a passive skill. Active skill. And a talent that increases the stats of the faction. All right, so only one active skill. Same here, only one active skill. Let's take a look. Oh, we don't have any S tiers, so we can't look at the skills. Yeah, that's great. All right, so looking at Fiona, she's got the one active skill. So everybody has one active skill and 3 passive skills. And there's an unusual lack of variance between the passive skills here. Pretty much all of them do similar amounts of damage. What we're going to see here, active skill does damage factor of 400, 390, 300, 300, 300, 200, 200, 200. So that skill stays about the same depending on what the rank of said hero is. So the statistics are so grossly uneven between different ranks that all 4 of the orange or S tier heroes are also going to be S tier on the list of the best heroes. So obviously they're the best heroes in the game, and unlike some other games, there's not really any purple heroes that can touch them at all. However, there are some purple heroes that still have value. I'll show you why. So Katrina is part of the Blood Rose faction, which is strong against Guard of Order, but countered by Wings of Dawn. Sophia, same thing. Amelia is part of Wings of Dawn, which is strong against Blood Rose, but countered by Guard of Order. Additionally, you got 2 DPS heroes in S tier and 2 tank heroes, but you don't have any support heroes such as Ava over here. Now, Ava is 1 out of 3 support heroes in the A tier. Surprisingly, there are not that many. There's Ava, there's Christina, and there's Maria. Now, support hero means that their attack and defense are about the same. It also means that they excel in healing their teammates and in healing their teammates. So you're going to want, when it comes, you have 4 S tier heroes, but you have 5 possible hero slots. So you're going to want to fill the 5th slot, if you have all 4 S tier heroes, with one of the 3 support heroes. That's who you want to fill it with. Additionally, you have no S tier heroes that are part of the Guard of Order, but you have multiple A tier heroes that are part of the Guard of Order. So if you want to even out the ranks as far as picking the hero faction, you can pick one of these Guard of Order heroes in order to have somebody who's strong against Wings of Dawn enemies. Of course, they're weak against Blood Rose enemies, but, you take what you can take, you give what you can give, something like that. So how do you get these S tier heroes? For Katrina, there's a specific package, plus you can get her in the recruiting area. Sophia, 99-cent package, plus recruiting is possible. Amelia, the lucky chest, or recruiting. Laura, the Warrior Battle Pass, or recruiting. Now going to the Warrior Battle Pass. The free Battle Pass does not appear to earn you any shards of Laura. However, the paid Battle Pass does, in fact, earn those shards. So that Battle Pass costs $20. That's quite a bit. That probably makes her the most expensive of the S tier heroes. And then in the lucky chest area, that's where you can get Amelia. So we're going to spin, see if we have any luck on this one. 2 Amelia fragments. That is not too shabby over there. And but all of them can be earned through recruiting, which is certainly quite nice. Now, there's multiple ways to earn the recruiting tokens. First down reward, hero code. First down, what is this, football? You got the hero code, and then you've got the integrated daily sale package, plus the slightly more obvious ways to earn them, which is to go on the campaign missions over here and keep playing until you hit one of the blocks that has recruit tokens on it. Of course, you're going to eventually hit snags and have to upgrade your headquarters first. But just keep everything upgraded and you'll be able to get further in the game and earn more of those recruitment tokens. Anyways, this is Game Hydro with a tier list of the best heroes and who to add to your team in order to have the absolute best team in the game. Yeah, this is Game Hydro. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to see some more Last Z survival shooter content, specific topics about the game, please leave a comment. Let us know. We'll try to get to it.